This week, follow along with us as we bring aboard some friends from home and cruise up the coast of Eleuthera to explore Ten Bay and Governor's Harbor. Along the way, we do a little kiteboarding, some sailing, and then some shopping, and then some more shopping, and then we relax because this is all just so tough.
'Cause even in the madness, there is peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh.
All right, we've been in Rock Sound for 5 days and the wind is finally dying off. And so we're gonna go explore. There's down at the south end of the harbor, there's some snorkeling and possibly a place to kiteboard, which I've heard there's nothing here, but I'm gonna give it a whirl anyway. Our friends Katie and Rex just got here yesterday and they're gonna be here with us for the week. And we're gonna take them all the way up the western side of Eleuthera. But today, we're just gonna get off the boat and go do some things. So hopefully it'll be fun. We managed to find an okay spot for kiteboarding. I'm still very new to this, so each time I go out, it's a little nerve-wracking. But each time I go out, I get a little better. The bay was really choppy, so the snorkeling spot was a no-go. But on our way back, we spotted a blue hole and decided to take a look. This one was really deep and had a lot of crags and holes in it. With it being so choppy, we were lazy and just hung our heads out of the dinghy to take a look. All right, Rex, what do you think of sailing? Well, more importantly, what do you think of our shirts?
Matching tank tops. They are awesome. Sailing is really fun. It's a lot of work to go little distance long. It's like Houston traffic.
Well, have them here and you can kill them because
We picked up and left Rock Sound for a spot on the coast called Ten Bay. It looked neat on Google Maps, so we figured we'd stop and see if it was a good place to hang out. What y'all doing here? A bunch of nerds on your phone?
Disc golf.
Disc golf?
Yeah.
Arrived in Ten Bay. It's about halfway between Rock Sound and Government Harbor. Governor's Harbor. Governor's Harbor. Beautiful anchorage. We dropped kind of far back and dragged, so it looks like there's just sand right up close to the beach. So you have to get real close, but there's tons of depth here, so it's gorgeous. So we're gonna sit and wait, make sure our anchor is good. We're gonna go dive on it too, and then we'll head to the beach and have a beach day. This has got to be one of the prettiest beaches we've been on, and we've been to a lot of pretty beaches. It's kind of like Coco Plum, where There's a sandbar, there's a series of sandbars, and you can walk pretty far out. We're probably at like mid-tide right now, and you can walk way out there. Might even try kiteboarding tomorrow, even though it's facing the wrong direction. I can have somebody on the dinghy watching out for me if I'm in trouble. This is 10 Bay, and this is called 10 Beach. It's right about in the middle of the island of Eleuthera on the leeward side of the island, but just beautiful. I think we might end up staying here an extra day because we are the only boat here. Very nice and quiet and private. It's very cool. Yeah, if you're ever in Eleuthera, this would be a spot to come visit. We messed around most of the day, alternating between the water and the beach because it was hot. We played several spirited games of Kuub. If you've never played, go look it up. It's spelled K-U-U-B. Really great game, and everybody can play. We wrapped the day up with some dominoes, then crashed pretty early. It was another excellent day of discovering a new place and just enjoying it with friends. So 10 Bay is beautiful, and we've decided to stay here one more day. There's a little town around the corner that we're going to go investigate. There might be a farm there that we could go see, and a couple of other things. So we're gonna just hop on the dinghy and go up there and see what there is to find. I'm really surprised at this place. There's one boat came in last night and they left early this morning, but we're the only boat in this anchorage. I don't see any over by this other town up here. There's nobody here, and it's just beautiful. One of the more stunning places we've seen here.
Fend off any zombies that come attack.
All right, we're here at the dinghy landing near the Pineapple Keys, which are right behind me. We're going ashore to maybe go investigate a farm and find a place to eat lunch and see what else is here. This could be Texas. Don't you think?
Yeah.
In the Bahamas, it's not uncommon for people to ask you if you want to ride. This nice expat couple insisted on taking us to the organic farm, and they were a wealth of information about this part of the island. Aaron is the master at writing everything down when people tell us about something neat to see or do. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't see half the stuff we see if Aaron didn't keep track of it all. Bought a lot of things, including fresh-made salsa. So we sat around, had a beer, and a snack. The resident lab, Paco, provided us endless entertainment.
What are you doing? What are you doing under here? I know something. Pop.
After a lot of walking and the beers and the chips and the salsa, it was time for some rest. So our clutch that handles the second reef, but more importantly the main halyard, is there's a screw that's loose in there, and when I took it off, I dropped a washer down into the clutch. So now we have to figure out how to get it out. It's a tight spot, so I think we're going to use Gorilla Tape and one of these to try to go fish it out. I don't know if we're going to fully catch the magic of this invention. Oh, I got it. I got it.
It's like Operation.
It really is. Oh,
We did it!
wow. See, nothing that zip ties and sticky tape can't fix. Today we're leaving Ten Bay and heading for Governor's Harbor. It's a really short sail. It's 8 miles, and we'll have the wind right at our back. So we'll probably put the code 0 up and take a leisurely sail down there. We plan to spend another couple of days there. There's more civilization there. There's a grocery store and restaurants and bars, and so we'll see what Governor's Harbor has for us.
Having a terrible time of it. Well, right around that. Well, we can go over here and look at Tom's, and if we.
This is an anchorage called White Bluff, I think. It's just around the corner from Governor's Harbor. The wind was right, so we decided to duck in here instead of the main anchorage. We decided a trip to town for some shopping was in order, so we dropped the dinghy and headed in. The first stop was Bahamas Handprints. It's a small store, but I'm pretty sure Aaron buys something every time we go into it. If you go to Cocoa Cream for ice cream, the dulce de leche was amazing. Bacchus Fine Foods was a nice diversion. They had a lot of expensive Stonewall Kitchen type stuff. Our last stop was the Haynes Library, built in 1897. It's still functioning as a library, and it looked like it was well taken care of. The dinghy landing at Governor's Harbor is in really shallow water, so as the tide goes out, you end up trudging through the water a good ways. That night, we went to Buccaneer Club for dinner. They had live music and really good food. We spent some time at dinner figuring out what we're going to do next. There's a lot to see here. All in all, we spent a couple of great days working our way up the island of Eleuthera. We're excited for what comes next. So join us next week as we visit the glass window, explore the Queen's Bath, visit a pink sand beach, and then take a slow sail back to Exuma to participate in a leopard flotilla for a couple of days. Thank you for following along on our journeys. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, check us out. We post there every day. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.